Well, one last time, we are right on the eve of the big election, and they wouldn't let you go to the polls without one last really important message about the guy, because Donald Trump is okay with journalists being shot. In case you guys missed that story, which is impossible because every single mainstream media outlet ran with it. They were like, check it out, guys. Donald Trump doesn't even care if journalists get shot. And look, this is what he said. He said he'd be okay with journalists getting shot. What a piece of human trash. I'm sure that's what he really said. Right, guys? I mean, like, we've all been conditioned to definitely 100% believe everything that media says because, I'm sure that's exactly what he said, exactly what he meant, right? Because that would be in line with what they've said for years. Okay, also, something very important to note, which I actually posted on my page earlier, is about Fox News. And we will get to that story second. But Fox News has betrayed you and has betrayed anyone who thought that they were like, the counteracting balance to MSNBC and CNN. It's like, don't watch CNN and MSNBC. You need to get it from super credible, super trustworthy Fox News, because they definitely have our best interests at heart, not a tool of the war machine and the Uniparty, because you should have known that right when they fired Tucker Carlson, because that's how you know they've definitely got they're aligned with us for sure. Wait, who has the most popular cable show in the world? Tucker Carlson. So you fired him? Well, yes, we had to. He was I don't know. What are we supposed to say about this? Well, Don Lemon got fired by CNN the same day, so obviously it wasn't partisan, you know what I mean? Okay, the second they did that, you should have known. But Trump has just put out information that completely verifies this, and that is going to be the second story that we cover today. But first, what we're going to do, as promised, is we're going to go through the story about this lie that they are telling about what Trump said at the rally. Now, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I appreciate it. I don't even know why I'm saying this. No one's going to see this that has not already subscribed to the channel because I said Trump in it already, and that is how that works. They'll only show it to subscribers. However, what I'm going to do for my subscribers is at the end of this video, I am going to show you exactly how you can avoid this nonsense going forward, because guess what? You can rest assured that over the next 2 months, 3 months, there's going to be absolute chaos. And if you want media you can trust, you can go to the source that I'm going to put at the end of this video, Ground News, because you will know whether or not it's credible or not. You actually don't worry about it. Just sit tight till the end of the video and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But first, let's go ahead and look at this story, because check it out, guys. Trump says he's okay with journalists getting shot, sparking backlash. Now let's listen to what CBS said about this, and then we're going to look at what he actually said, okay? So buckle up.
Through a jam-packed and unprecedented campaign season, Election Day almost here. Now, millions of voters have already cast their ballots during early voting, and millions more will step into booths tomorrow. This weekend, both candidates honed in on crucial battleground states that could determine the outcome of the election. During a rally yesterday in Pennsylvania, former President Donald Trump noticed an opening in the ballistic glass that protects him during outdoor events. He suggested he would not mind if someone shot members of the press. Listen to this.
He said he would not mind if people were shot at members of the press. Okay. That is how this has been presented. And then we're going to talk about why the left sucks so bad and why no one who's cool is still on that side. If you're cool, you're on our team because of stuff like this. This is so pathetic. Watch this.
To get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news. And I don't mind that so much.
That's what they showed. That's what they showed. Here, let's watch the entirety of the clip. And let's see, I don't know, see if it's a little different when you watch the entire thing, you know? See if maybe he's joking. Like, maybe it's a joke, you know? Maybe it's a joke. But you wouldn't understand that if you're a pathetic loser leftist, okay? Let's watch this.
And I'm just looking here, and I'm watching, and this has nothing to do with corruption, but it has to do with a little bit of intelligence. And I have a piece of glass over here, and I don't have a piece of glass there. And I have this piece of glass here. But all we have really over here is the fake news, right? And to get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news. And I don't mind that so much, because I don't mind that.
Yeah. So check this out. Asked by ABC News about the remark, campaign national press secretary defended Trump, saying, obviously he was joking. Yeah. Obviously he was joking, you fucking weirdos. You pathetic, no sense of humor nerds. What is wrong with these people, dude? God. They suck so bad. Now, let's move over to the Fox News story. And just to reiterate, okay, they fired Tucker Carlson, who had the #1 show in the world. And they fired him on the same day as Don Lemon, okay? Now, if Fox News is doing something like that on the same day as CNN, did that give you a pretty serious giveaway that these are, collaborators and not enemies like they pretend to be? These guys this is all a uniparty. Democrats and Republicans, in terms of like the actual politicians, that's not a thing anymore, okay? The deep state is now officially a uniparty, okay? There's us and there's them. It's as simple as that, man. It's as crazy as it sounds. You're either with Trump or you're with them. So let me show you exactly what Trump said, because this is pretty wild, dude. Okay, look at this. So Trump put this up today. Fox News keeps putting on Democrat ads as part of their news program. Their sound bites are almost all of Harris and her Democrat friends, all of whom are on the shows. Fox News is not our friend. It's crazy. Yeah. So, as far as I'm concerned, Fox News, when they fired Tucker Carlson, I already knew, but now has been verified by Trump because, I'm going to be honest, I don't watch Fox News. I wouldn't know that because I don't watch their show, because I already knew that. I don't watch mainstream media, period. Okay, like I talked about in many of my recent videos, okay, you have people who have cable and then you have people who do not have cable. The vast majority of, well, not vast majority, but like that's why podcasts are taking over. Okay, no one gives a shit about mainstream media anymore, unless they are still these weirdos that are watching cable and getting fed lie after lie after lie, and they still think Trump collaborated with Russia and that January 6th was definitely not an FBI thing so that they could 14th Amendment, Trump and not allow him to take office after he wins, which you can bet is almost certainly going to happen if he does win, okay? There are so many things that can go wrong here, okay? Like, there are so many things that can go wrong. Tomorrow, even if we win, if you think that means we won, you're not ready for what's going to potentially happen, okay? Because we already have Democrats that have said they're going to 14th Amendment him and not allow him to be inaugurated, okay? They've said that overtly. I did a video about it a long time ago. Jimmy Dore did one recently. I'm going to do a video about it tomorrow. And I'm not doing this to get views and stoke fear. This is really what I think. It's not what I think. It's what they said. They said it out loud. Okay. Now, when it comes to the media, okay, when it comes to Fox News, CNN, all of that stuff, it is critical to understand one thing. They are not going to give you the real information. If you want real information, you need to go to ground news. I am going to show you exactly what I'm talking about right now. Stick around, watch this. Now, remember the story that I told you guys about with Iran sending assassination teams to try to take out President Trump? You want to know what's frustrating about that is if you're smart enough to know why that might be true, then you also know why it might also not be true. You go to the left-wing media and they're going to say, oh yeah, there's 100 different assassination teams. You go to the right-wing media and they're like, yeah, there are, but it's like not Iran, it's the deep state. And you're like, what on earth is going on? Ground News is the first news comparison platform that helps you see through bias and manipulation. Their app and website gathers related news in one place to highlight important perspectives often overlooked by the mainstream media. Each story also provides context on each source's political bias and ownership to help readers see how these factors influence the framing of a story or whether it gets reported at all. Now let's see what that means in practice. Right here, you have Trump briefed on alleged assassination threat by Iran, his campaign says, and you go down here and each article is outlined with whether or not they are on the left, on the right, whether they are factual, whether or not they have ownership that should be relevant. So Axios, you got owned by Cox, high factuality, but leans left. But this right here is the crown jewel of Ground News. It's called the blind spot feed. And this is where they're going to show you stories that are true that you are not seeing if you are watching partisan outlets. As an example, scientists sue academic journal that retracted studies from citing dangers about the abortion pill. So pretty sure that lots of people on the right have seen this. No one on the left has seen this. No one. Not a single left-wing outlet is putting this story out. So if you're on the left and you'd be interested in a thing like this, then you should get Ground News. And guess what? If you're on the right, you're missing a lot of stuff too. So go to groundnews.com/JOF. If you use my link, you get 40% off the same unlimited access I use to research my videos like this one. By subscribing, you're accessing a better way to read the news while also directly supporting my work. There's a QR code on the screen. Obviously, you can use that as well.